All right, I'm going to teach you about fractions. Now, there's going to be sort of two sections on fractions. The first section is fractions as equal pieces. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of a fraction, and then I'm going to show you an example of what not a fraction is. So I took a square and split it into 4 equal pieces, or to the best of my ability. And this would be considered a fraction. Now if I do this, I can say that 1 out of the 4 pieces is colored in. And I can also say that 3 out of 4 pieces are not colored in. So those are fractions. So here's an example of not a fraction. They are not equal pieces, so we can't treat them like they are equal. So even if I color them in, I cannot say that 1 out of 4 pieces is colored in on this fraction because they're not equal pieces. So these 2 pieces are equal. So I could talk about those, and these 2 pieces are equal. But I can't talk about the 4 of them together. So, not a fraction. So again, it's all about equal pieces. And this is really important when it comes to different things that we're going to be talking about. So make sure when you're drawing them, draw them to the best of your ability. And don't get tricked, because I'm going to put some questions on there like this to test to see if you're paying attention when something is not a fraction. All right, so let's look at some examples on how to write a fraction with numbers. So I'll give a different example. Okay, we've got 8 equal pieces there. Again, to the best of my ability. So what I'm going to do is color some in, and then we're going to write some fractions. All right, so I have 3 of them colored in. So when we go to write a fraction, we write how many are colored in, not colored in, whatever you're talking about. So in this case, I'm talking about colored in pieces. So that number goes on top. And then we put a line underneath. This line means out of. So I have 3 colored out of, and then the bottom number is the total amount of pieces that we have. So we have 8 total pieces. So then I can say 3 of those pieces are colored in out of a total of 8 pieces. You always put the total number on the bottom. A common mistake is to put how many are not colored in. So students will write 3 out of 5, which is not correct. That is not representing this fraction, okay? So 3 out of 8 are colored in. So my next question is, what fraction are not colored in? So I want you to just, kind of like the Dora the Explorer TV show, answer to the screen, what is the fraction of the not colored in pieces on this example. I'll give you 5 seconds. All right. Hopefully you came up with a fraction. If I count the not colored in pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can write down 5. And how many pieces are there in total? Because it's 5 out of 8. So that is the fraction of pieces that are not colored in, 5 out of 8. So out of this picture, we can get 2 fractions. One talking about the colored in pieces, one talking about the not colored in pieces.